Big Bill, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
What's going on, bro?
I can't call it, man. I can't call it, man. I can't call it. You see, I'm driving, so bear with me.
Bill Burnett, is that your check
What's
in
up,
your life, boy? You need to do something
No.
about that.
Hey man, hey,
It look like you driving.
That's the seatbelt thing. You know what I mean?
Hey, Bill, y'all Philly guys know how to drive. Y'all don't know how to fix cars, though.
You're right. I sure don't know how to fix them, dog. Listen, man, I looked at my that's 118,000. I ain't supposed to have any miles in this car. Buck 18.
Okay.
Buck 18 now, yeah.
Hey,
I gotta be like you. I gotta be like you, Keith.
I'm at 325.
That's what I said. I gotta be just like you. I don't want no more Cardinals for a while.
Listen. Let me tell you something. Gratitude that the big old expo did it showed me the love that it showed me since 2007. Stop playing.
Hey man,
you still get on Turnpike with that thing, Keith?
Hey, look, I can still do it. I got a couple things to fix. I can get on it, man. You know what I mean? Because I take care of it.
He's the only 60-year-old dude I know only had 2 goddamn cars, man. The
Zuzu, right? The Zuzu?
Yeah, that damn trooper had 500,000 miles on it. 500,000 miles on that son of a bitch.
Hey, Keith, that trooper got some memories, don't it, Keith?
Yes, indeed.
That trooper got some memories for us in Pittsburgh.
Mercy, man.
Hey, Bill. Did he ever tell you when that motherfucker when he was going through the mountains and that son of a bitch caught on fire?
No.
Terrible story. Wait. Terrible story, man. I was terrified for him, man.
Yeah, man.
Are you serious? I didn't expect to see it no more, but that motherfucker was right there. And I'm like, didn't you just say that motherfucker got caught on fire, bro?
Yeah. It got caught. It caught on fire twice.
Damn.
And the fire came from the transition fluid.
Transmission?
Right? Yeah, the transmission fluid came up through the I think it's like a faulty with those troopers, right?
A wire or something?
Fluid, it got hot, right? And the fluid came up through where you know where you get the dipstick.
Yeah.
And it caught on fire. The first time I was going back home to Michigan, right?
Okay.
And caught it in time, right? Transmission went out.
Time out, man.
What's up?
You can't catch my fire time, bro.
Yeah, I stopped, and I had look.
You stopped enough time to save your life.
No. First of all, I'm one of them kind of drivers, right? Especially coming from law enforcement. I drive with a fire extinguisher in my car.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I respect that.
So you ain't had to stop on the side of the road and pick up a handful of gravel and throw it on the engine, man, try to put the fire.
Hey, look, throwing rocks, like you know,
a water bottle in the car.
Hey, Flute. Instead of throwing dirt, talk about somebody help me.
Are you gonna stop?
What kind of world is this?
Now here's the crazy thing. It happened to me twice. I went back to Pittsburgh, right?
Right.
I was on the way home. Same thing happened, but I had my fire extinguisher, so I was on the side. I was in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, and my trooper was in a blaze. But a truck driver pulled over. He put it out for me, man.
Wow.
That was it for my baby. It was done from there, man. I had to total that joint. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That trooper, I got some memories of that trooper, though, Keith. Lord have mercy. That trooper was a bad boy. That trooper. Yeah. I should have been at that trooper's funeral. I just spoke at that trooper's funeral, bro.
Kid, look. First of all, Kid was trying to chase me down that time, right? So I was trying to squeeze every bit of single life that I could.
Yo, when you first got it, ain't nobody have a foreign truck.
Nobody. That's right. That's right.
Ain't nobody have a foreign truck. I was like, holy, all right.
I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing is, it was the box type. You could not be nowhere windy, bro. I'm not lying. Oh my God.
Early innovation.
They was slipping over back then. When they keep back closely.
That's what they were saying. Yeah. But man, memories, man. But that's true. I only had two cars my whole life. Look, my brother Fluke done had 10. You know what I'm saying? Really more than 10. Because he'll be called when I moved down here, me and him used to you remember this shit, Fluke? Me and him used to sit up there and we'd be chopping it up and shit. He said, yeah, me and the baby getting ready to go pick up another car, man. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there like this. I'm on the phone like this. What? I'm like, hey,
damn. You go to his house or whatever and see some shit. Brand spanking. Yeah, I don't even drive that motherfucker.
I don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
That sounds like
yeah.
Say what?
Well, you realize you talk to a motherfucker with 3 pairs of shoes, motherfucker, you sitting on 5 cars? What kind of goddamn world is this?
Man. It was a time, it was like a 5-10 year gap where Fluke, you had like 4 cars. It was real. Gave two of them away to his kids.
And they ain't driving the motherfuckers, kid.
Yeah, that's funny. That was the hurting part about it.
They drove the new shit. Like, yeah, okay. Well,
okay.
When you done getting the new shit detailed, let me know.
When Bill come back, we got to show him some Philadelphia love.
Yeah, we ain't got no choice. They were.
I'm still here. Guys.
Hey, look. First of all, talk about it, man. Yo, fair weather. Bill will tell you, I used to mess with Bill all the time. Oh, fair weather fan, hating fan, Philly.
Who, me?
Look. Let me tell you why I'm calling this now. It ain't exactly the actual identifier as a fair weather fan, right? But if they losing, oh, he let them have it. Then he let them have it. Oh, they ain't shit. Look at them.
Look here. My experience.
Man. Go ahead, Luke.
I just gonna say my experience is different with him. When they doing real good, he get on and be like, "So hey, Fluke, how them Lions doing, man?"
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about Big Dog. Tell you something about Big Keith though. And Detroit fan, y'all some loyal cats, boy.
Oh yeah.
Ain't no fair weather in Detroit, y'all fans, man. Y'all just take losing like ain't nothing. Like okay, you piss on us, slap us. There's no problem.
Bill, now here's the funny thing about it. You saying that if you run into somebody from Detroit and he's not a Lions fan, we look at him like, now you have your own choice. You can love who you want, right?
Right.
But we do look at him like, well, how did that happen? I know we're some bums, but how did that happen?
Right.
You know what I'm
saying? Man, look, I'm all Michigan. Wherever team doing good, I'm down with them. I don't care. From Division, from the pros to Division 3, I'm with them. You know,
Michigan State too, or Michigan?
Michigan State too, man. If Michigan ain't nowhere around, absolutely.
Look, we straight up, no, for real. We straight up Midwest kids, man. We Michigan people, period. Look, when I went to Pitt, Pitt became my first love. Like I was loyal to Pitt, right? But I always look for what the Michigan teams is doing. Always.
Look at Fair State. How many national titles they done won?
Yeah.
Division 2. Fair State. About 2 or 3 of them joints in a row.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that's Michigan.
But hold on. We gonna give you the platform, Bill. You know, let our audience know how it feels to be
a city of champions.
Not a city of champions, but I'm calling it
now, Keith. I'm calling it now. Watch the Phillies this year. They mad the anger they fell short last year. 2 years in a row they fell short.
Okay.
Becoming blood red.
Now, I wanted to give you the opportunity to talk about the Eagles, but you brought up the Phillies. 2 years ago, I watched them implode.
They did.
So
they did.
So no, but go ahead, man. Tell us about the atmosphere around the city and all of that, man.
So everybody, it's Eagle gear everywhere, man. Flags everywhere, man. But we lost like 5 or 6 guys in free agency already.
About money, man. It's about money, and the majority of them is on defense too.
Man.
Yeah. All of them. One offensive guard.
Yeah.
With that organization y'all got, they're gonna fill the coffers back up. I don't know where the hell y'all come up with the money, man, but they do it.
Yeah.
They call Howie Roseman a genius, man. I mean, it feels good, man. For me, man, I had a lot of bad years in Philly, man, with the Eagles, bro. Donovan McNabb always falling short. That's my man, Randall Cunningham. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it just feels good. 2 and 6 years it feels real.
He's coming in now, bro.
Yeah. That's that faulty Philly shit right there.
Look. Hey.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but
that was
we're gonna wait for Bill to come back in. He's in transit. He's getting off of work. He's working, man. Jaquari just got off of work. You know what I'm saying? One day we're gonna devote a show. I want to devote a show. You guys explain to me what it feels to be still working. So I've forgotten. No.
Look. I had to catch that mule this morning.
Yeah. Look, here's the crazy thing. I didn't forget the money, but I forgot. I've forgotten how to,
the toil.
Yeah, the toil of it. Because the funny thing about it, why I always loved work, man, is because you're the type of person who just grind. It's like a reflex. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a reflex. You just be going and doing what you do.
Yeah.
But
things changed for me though over the years, man. I get mad when I gotta go above and beyond now. I used to do that shit like it was a reflex, like you said, man. But now, motherfuckers like, would you want me to hold the door, motherfucker? What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Why I gotta do that? Why? That's me why?
I tell you, I was blessed, man, because the one thing about it is with my job, you don't want no dumb stuff to happen because sometimes people be on some dumb stuff and don't really have a good reason when you put the handcuffs on them. And you're like, man, why you do it if they willing to say something to you, right? Why you do that?
Right.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, either you being facetious towards me, or you really don't know why you did that craziness to somebody. You know what I mean?
Hey, you should. That was Pops. That was the phrase he hated the most. I don't know.
Because half the time. No, I go and say half the time. At least 90. You tell me if y'all agree. At least 90% of the time, you know why you did it. You just ashamed not to say it.
He asked you, why you do that, son? I don't know. His response always was, the fuck you don't know.
What you mean? What do you know?
What do you know, son? Yeah.
I like to meet y'all, Pop, man. I like that Medic.
Hey, look, hell of a man, man. And the thing about it is, what I appreciate him the most was, and he emphasized his shit. He showed us his flaws, man. You know what I'm saying? Because had he not said anything, we would have put him up here. And you know what I mean? Because if there's a such thing as being a real man, he's in that category. But then what he taught us, ain't no such thing as that. That is just the man trying to do everything he can.
I'm a man, right?
He can. You know what I'm saying?
Now that you mentioned that, man, as much stock as we put in in strength. I've never, being raised by Pop with that attitude and everything, man. I've never been ashamed to admit my weakness.
Yeah.
As debilitating as it may have been, and I always found, man, that people will shortchange you when you did that, man. You could be the strongest, the most staunch figure in the room, but if you admit that you got a quick temper or you're impatient or whatever, people take it away from you, man. They do.
They're trying to use your weakness to bring you down, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. To me, in my opinion, you're not actually admitting it to them. You're actually saying it out loud for you.
Yeah.
You always win when you understand your weaknesses and your strength. When you understand those, you always got a chance in the game, man. Always got a chance. But look, let me do this so we can get into this thing. I'm going to see y'all on the other side, and we're going to get this popping. All right, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Welcome to this episode of Strong Perspective Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Keith Armstrong, along with
Uncle Spoke.
And your boy, go!
Big Bill from Philly, baby.
Big Billy from Philly.
Big Billy from Philly. That's so racist that.
Welcome back, brother. Welcome back.
Welcome back, brother.
Good to be back. Good to be back.
Okay.
Coming back with a shoot boat trophy, baby.
There it is.
Wish I got a bar on the show with me.
There it is. Jaquari, how your day been, brother?
My day, I found a lot of uses for myself throughout the day, man. So I was able to accomplish some micro goals.
Okay, cool. Damon, how was your day today, brother?
Well, remember I told you last night I had some problems going on at the crib, but it's not as bad as I thought. And I was like, thank you, Jesus.
Sing it, boy. Sing it.
Like a deacon, man.
I'm good.
Big
What's
Bill,
up, brother?
how you
What's
doing
up,
today, man? How was your day today?
My day was good, man. Good day at the job. I mean, a lot of people have some credit building classes on your show, big dog. Okay. How to maintain decent credit, big dog. Because our people are coming short with that credit situation right now. So it makes it a bit of a challenge, but we figure it out, huh?
Oh yeah, because hey, let them know where you at, Bill, and let them know what you do for the folks.
Yes, sir. I work at SoCar as a fellow auto group in Springfield, PA, a little outside of Philadelphia, Baltimore Pike. And we deal with bad credit, good credit, marginal credit, first-time buyers, things like that. You come see me, I get you done.
And who they asking for, Bill? Who they asking for?
They asking for Bill, Big Will. That's who they asking me.
Yes, sir.
My email is willburn@69@gmail.
That's it.
Email me. If you want my number, I'll drop the number 2 for you.
Drop the number, dog. Come on.
215-803-4935.
Give it what
215-803-4. Huh?
Hey, give it to him third time, dog.
215-803-4935.
Yo, give my man, Big Bill from Philly.
Give me some love, man.
Give him some love. He'll take
anybody looking for a car, you send them my way. I'll give you a $200 referral fee too.
That's what's up.
Hey, Fuka put a little Keith in a car.
Yes, sir. He did. He hooked my son up, Junior.
Okay.
Him and my mom came to the dealership.
Yes, sir. and
Junior,
nice little Chevy Malibu doing his thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got a guy.
I got a guy.
He in Malibu.
Chevy Malibu.
And
I think it's a 2018.
Hey, look, bells and whistles. You know how it is. You know, we look at the road and whether or not it's road worthy, but sometimes you want to play with some little whistles and blow, blow a whistle or ring a bell. You know how that is.
I had Mama Strong on my back the whole time. Papa Strong was cool. Papa, I trust you, Bill. Come up to me, son, good visit. I got you, big dog. But Mama Strong was on my back.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
How is it doing?
Oh,
that's a good question, Keith.
How's it doing? Man. It's a good car, man. It's a real good car.
Yeah.
Really good car.
You know, he hard on goddamn car, ain't
he? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He do a lot of driving though, right?
He do a lot of driving. You know, I gotta see you know how when I was the chauffeur, I'm giving them lessons. So, because things is you getting ready to be a car owner, so you need to know certain things, how to change a tire,
right?
Make sure you get the oil change, do all this. For the first car we bought him, and and he know I'm hard on him. But the first car we bought him a 2005 Caddy, good condition and all that, good condition. Yo, ran it to the ground. I'm like, yo, did you change the oil? Huh? You know what I'm saying?
Of course not.
I get in and drive. I said, yo, man, how long this check engine light been on? Man, it's been on for about a month.
Yeah. I thought somebody was frying bacon every time I turned it on. I didn't know what was going on. No, bro, it's broke. It's broke.
Hey, Keith.
Motherfucker broke.
I imagine driving down the street and calling you and say, "Hey, Dad, the check engine light on," and tapping the screen. Oh, it went out.
Yeah. I didn't.
We good.
I didn't know you could roll without the engine for a little ways.
Yeah.
That's coasting because the engine is broke.
Yes, sir. It's giving you a warning. Is what it is.
Hey, that reminds me. I was talking. My bad. Go ahead, sir. No, I was talking to an old buddy of mine, man, back when I worked at University of Michigan Hospital, and he was a biker. You know, he's a beard down to his belly and everything. And I was telling him, I'm gonna give me a bike, man, but I'm gonna get me a starter bike, man. You know, because I wanted a Harley, right? I'm gonna give me a big ass Harley. You know, it was a dream of mine. But I was telling him, I'm gonna get me one of them Japanese bikes, man. You know, so that's gonna be my starter learner bike. So I ain't gonna mind if I put that down or whatever. Crash that up. He said, "You know what, son? If you plan on crashing, you don't need to buy the goddamn bike." Yeah,
Shit.
Made a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
And I still ain't got a goddamn bike.
Yes, sir. I say that's understandable. Well, look
here. When you get to a certain age, you're an old ass dude, and you stop at the goddamn stoplight. And you struggling trying to keep that bike balance on your wheel left. You ain't got no business on no bike.
You ain't got no business being there.
And I got to climb out the goddamn car nowadays. I couldn't imagine climbing on the goddamn bike.
Listen, you ain't no motorcycle driver if you gotta put the kickstand down on every red light.
I see that shit. Yeah. I see that shit. It's usually an older black dude, one of them 2-ton gold wings and shit.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't nothing in them bags, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Big heavy ass bike. They playing Johnny Rush on the goddamn radio and shit.
No doubt. Well, look, what we're gonna do, because Bill is gonna be with us for a short time. We're gonna tackle one of the subjects. And I was really good in the hood. It's the LeBron Stephen A situation. I was good in the hood. I wasn't going because we had talked about this last week. I was good, right, until I saw him on Gil's Arena. And what bothered me, Bill thinks I don't like Stephen A. No.
You don't. You call him a snake.
No. He is a snake because he's a what do you call the guy? A code switcher. You know what I'm saying? But that's my personal opinion. I'm not gonna bring that into this because it ain't about that.
Is there something wrong with code switching, Keith?
No, listen to what I'm saying to you. Just like I said, I'm not gonna bring that in it because then that's making it personal. I don't watch his show. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch his show. Me personally, I don't like, and I reserve that right. I don't like when certain things that people do. First of all, the whole issue has to do with, this is after LeBron James confronted him at the basketball game, right? Middle of the third quarter. And basically what happened was they asked him on Gil's Arena, you know, with McCants, Kenyon Martin, Swaggy P, Gil. Those were the regulars who was on there, right? And
Gilbert Arenas too, Keith.
Yeah. So my thing was, now all of a sudden, because them dudes trying to get a job. Because if you watch Gil's Arena, they have no chill, right? So when Stephen A get on there, because Gil said, "Hey, that's my boss. That's my future boss." So he ain't gonna go after him.
Like, he been doing spot joints on ESPN lately. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So everybody else did the same thing. They let Stephen A just say whatever the hell he wants to, right? So my question to you guys is, the first question: how do you feel about LeBron confronting Stephen A at the Lakers game? And we'll start with you, Jaquari. But let me just say about his son.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
On last week's show, you said we talked about it, whatever, and I said at first that I thought he was right for confronting Stephen A about Bronny or whatever, and then I heard y'all said some things that made a lot of sense to me. I mean he needed to feel that fire. Got to feel that fire. So I could go either way on that, man. But as far as Stephen A. Coming and talking shit on that show afterwards, man. I mean, LeBron James ain't gonna Will Smith, Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith. He's not gonna do that.
Good point.
You know what I mean? But he can apply a certain pressure. I think he can apply a certain pressure. And if and when he does, I mean, it's just going to be another situation where we as fans accuse him of being coddled by the league and goddamn having all these extracurricular privileges that nobody else has or whatever. But I mean, that's just
you mean the flopper? You mean the flopper? You mean, Jaquari?
Huh?
The flopper? You mean?
See, that's what I'm talking about. Bill, let Jaquari.
Go ahead, Jaquari. I'm sorry, Jaquari. I apologize.
You're going to get your opportunity.
No disrespect. You're my main man. You know that.
No, I mean, I'm just saying. I don't even watch sports ball, bro. So I mean,
right.
But
you didn't say sports ball, did you?
Yeah. I mean. I would have believed a bravado, man, if he would have been like, you said what you had to say, LeBron, and now you listen to me.
Yeah.
Right there and then. I would have got it. I mean, I would have understood. But what's the guy with the hat that Stephen A. was going at?
With the hat?
Yeah. He got a little bitty hat. Big dude with
Oh,
little.
you talking about Whitlock?
Yeah, Whitlock. Yeah, that's the most I ever watched Stephen A. Smith was when he was going off on him. That's the first time I ever heard him cuss. I mean, he was mad, the motherfucker, boy. He was mad.
But here's the thing. I put him and Jason Whitlock in the same category.
Whitlock is worse though, Keith. Whitlock is much worse than him. No, Whitlock is much worse than him, Keith.
I agree.
Whitlock insults people's integrity, everything. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. Go ahead.
No. I get y'all. Fluke, are you done, Jacor?
Yeah.
Fluke, what do you think?
What I thought about the whole situation is, I think it's a whole lot of background stuff that was happening with LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think it was all for show and all that. I think that my man was sitting over there on the bench and looking at Stephen A. over there just yucking it up with the stars and all that stuff. And guess what? You know how the little people on your shoulder. That was his wife. You gonna let him? You gonna let him talk about our son like that? And then you gonna question your fatherhood? You need to check that, man.
Yeah.
I think the boss said, "You know what? God damn it, you right."
Yeah. Hey, Fluke. Well, Pop used to say, Fluke. Look, if I can't have peace, ain't nobody gonna have peace.
Ain't nobody gonna have peace.
That's why I'm trying to tell you the way I see it, man. It wasn't about him talking about Bronny not being able to be in the NBA and all that stuff. That's a foregone, conclusion. He there. You know what I'm saying, for what it's worth. But this man, like Keith brought to my attention last night, he was in the break talking about LeBron. Please, man.
You got to do this.
As a father, please.
I'm begging you as a father. Come on, dog.
Man, dude, now that was, I couldn't even watch the whole segment. I was like, is he really doing that, bro? Dude, you crossed the line, man. See, you trying to start up something there. So for me, a lot of it was deserved, man, because he crossed the line. He questioned the man's, he questioned the man's fatherhood. Mm-hmm. Come on, dog. You gonna do your man? That you don't cross that line, man. You don't do that. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. And don't expect smoke.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. Before I get to you, Bill, read what Eric said. He said, do it in private, not in front of the crowd. There's always a way to conduct yourself. Just my opinion.
If he was coming with the same thing about his, being a father, all that stuff, he'd have got the smoke in private.
Yeah, that's real.
It would have been the same conversation.
Big Bill, what's your opinion about it?
When I first saw it, I'm giving my opinion now, y'all. Me and Big Keith been back and forth. Keith been cussing me out. So you know me all that. Okay. Me first seeing it was like, oh, LeBron being a little wuss and a bully. He being a bully. He knows Stephen A. ain't gonna do nothing. He wouldn't have stepped to Kendrick Perkins or Gilbert Arenas or Ryan Clark or what's the boy Kenyon Martin or Shaq or Barkley. Ain't them dudes. He never did it like that, right? And I thought about what Tim Hart. I watched a lot of people talk about it. Everybody's opinion, and I'm gonna ease up on that part. He kind of did question his father. He was not talking about LeBron James Jr. He was talking about LeBron. Why you set your son up for failure on this level?
So that's not talking about the junior.
Well, no,
when you said that.
Say it again.
That's not talking about junior when you said that based off of one game. Off of one game, that Philadelphia 76 game.
At the Maxi, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. But
but I mean, I'm sorry to interrupt
I get what you're saying,
but I just wanted to add that a little bit. You know what I mean?
I mean, and then Keith made a point about other picks. We ain't doing that way nobody talks about. But they not LeBron James. They don't have LeBron James' name. They're not his son. I think LeBron put his son up there Sons, to me, LeBron's always on the go, want to do something. So the league got to say, you the GOAT, Jerome. Your son, your first father and son duo. His son's not ready for the pro level, basically. And I think that LeBron took advantage of the situation. Now, listen to Tim Hardaway the other day. I said to Keith, too. Tim Hardaway, to me, makes sense. If you really want to make an impact, you pull that man aside. Yo, Stephen, we talked to you after this game was over, all right? We talked to you in back somewhere. You don't want to be in. He did it in front of 20,000 people. ESPN's on it. All you did was give Stephen A. more ammo.
Okay.
You made Stephen A. more pop to me.
Okay.
To me, you teach. What are you teaching your son now?
Whoa. Hold on.
Let me finish.
The way he approached it, though, the way he did it, though. I mean, not to cut you off, Bill, but the way LeBron did it. I mean, Stephen A. He can't make a show off of it, talking about how he had this heartfelt conversation with LeBron James about his son, and he retracts his no. Stephen A. still got to stand on what he said.
Great.
I agree. I agree.
That's like Jay-Z not responding to a diss.
You guys all play sports on a high level. Big Dog went pro. I'm not sure if you went pro. I know you guys play basketball and football on a high level most people never played. Right?
Okay.
You're gonna get criticism. You're a professional athlete. I mean, everybody. Doc got criticized. Michael Jordan got criticized. Bird. Everybody. There's a certain level. It's criticism. It's criticism. I just talk about basketball. He said LeBron's a good kid. Brian's a good kid, but his father put him in the wrong position. That's like somebody. It's like working in prisons, Keith. And your son working on the blocks. You got a name for yourself being one of the great prison guards. Didn't take no bullshit. Your son coming in struggling. People gonna talk about he in there because it's nepotism. I'm not mad he did nepotism because other people do it all the time. I'm not mad about that, but I just think LeBron could say, listen. If you're gonna talk about my son, talk about my son's basketball situation. Don't talk about me being a father. LeBron's a damn good father. Without a question. The world probably knows that. Stephen A. know that. And Brian's a good kid. But Brian ain't ready for that level. I just think LeBron made it worse. He put more spotlight on his son. His son, he was like, oh my God, Pop, what are you doing? To me, they showed a picture of LeBron on the bench. He was like, oh, damn, what are you doing? Let's say the one time they showed a clip when LeBron was got into a fight with the Pacers or something. And his mom tried to jump in it. He said, Mom, sit your ass down. I told Mom, sit behind down to Mom. Don't talk. Leave that shit alone. I got this.
Okay, so
you know what I'm saying?
So Bill.
That's my opinion.
No.
My mom, my uncle, my dad said, leave that shit alone.
Let me say this real quick.
Can I ask Bill a question, Keith?
Yeah.
Before you go, Keith, I'm sorry. Just real quick, Bill. How would you feel? How would you feel about the situation if Bronny wasn't his son? If LeBron just gave a young cat an opportunity, and Stephen A. did what he did, and
Bronny would have took it that personal. Bron probably would have took it that personal.
I don't know.
I don't know how I felt. Probably the same way.
Okay.
You gotta let him. He's agreed. LeBron's a professional athlete now.
So hold on.
They gotta take the good with the bad.
Let me ask you this.
Son, if I'm LeBron James and I thought Stephen A. crossed the line, I'm gonna step Stephen A. myself with nobody around. I can punch him in his fucking mouth.
Right.
If he act the fuck up.
But the thing about it is,
all right,
LeBron is not gonna punch him in his mouth. He's not gonna do it. He ain't never. First of all, LeBron. If LeBron was built like that, Bill, it was plenty of people out here in this world that's criticized him for 22 years. He would have punched them in the mouth.
Hey, check this out. Check this out. Oh, here on my job, I bought a car, man. Tim was talking about it. Bought a pickup. I said, what would you have done? He said, what I've done is I'd have called Steve and said, Stephen A., let me come on your show. Let me come on your show, man to man, me and you.
Well, why you benefiting? See, this is my thing. You understand that Stephen A. is getting paid $100 million for a reason.
But the same reason why LeBron stepped on him, walked out the huddle and go step to him.
Let me ask you this. Here's my thing.
What's the difference?
No. Here it is. Two things real quick, Bill. And this is not Pop jumping on Bill. No, it had nothing to do with it. But you said you mentioned LeBron's mom, right? Now, tell me something. How are the two similar? They're not. Because LeBron's mom came over there and got in the mix of them big 6'9" dudes. And he looked at her and said, "Yo, go sit your ass down."
Sit your ass down, like most men would do, right?
But the two don't jive. This is my opinion about it.
It's conflict though. It's all conflict.
But
conflict resolution.
Here's the thing though. He's a 22-year veteran, right? And my thing was his son is the 55 pick, meaning that he's like 3 or 4 ways from being the very last pick in the NBA period. Meaning that where he got drafted, those guys, the likelihood of those guys making the squad is slim to none. Now, them drafting him to the Lakers, yes, it's LeBron James' son, of course, right? Rich Paul.
He dictated the whole thing, right?
And also Rich Paul. See, this is the thing. Rich Paul did what all the agents do on draft night. Call the team and tell the team that they're interested in and tell the team that they're not interested. Don't draft my guy. Don't draft my guy. They do it all the time. But guess what? Because it's LeBron James, because it's Rich Paul, they broadcast it. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this. And then I want you guys to let me know. Stephen A. took 20 minutes to beg LeBron, in which LeBron don't have no power over. Yes, he influenced his son coming to the Lakers, but he has no power over what they do with his son. Begging him to stop putting his son in the position to try to become a professional. He never said that Bronny, at the time, Bronny was averaging 22 points a game, right? 22 points a game. He had a 30 ball, but he never.
He also said, Keith, your son has an opportunity to be good later on, not right now.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. It's some BS when somebody say, "Oh, he's a great player. Oh, I think he's a good kid," and then you say some snake shit to follow that. What is that?
Was he wrong?
Bill, he plays in the G League. He don't play for the Lakers. Really, he comes up, he travels with them, but he don't play.
He does play.
Bill, Bronny James has probably played in 3 games, and each game was a blowout except for the Philadelphia 76er game.
But Maxie ate him up.
Maxie eats everybody up.
I'm about to say, who we don't?
Come on. Like I said, you have your opinion, and I'm not telling you wrong. I'm saying you is Stephen A. said, and this is the thing, and then you can go, Luke. On Gil's Arena is why I even put it. Stephen A. said, Rich Paul has my number up there fronting. He has my number, and he could have called me, and we could have spoke, and me and LeBron could have met up, right? Before he did that. Now he's appalled that LeBron confronted him, right? I asked this question. Did Stephen A. call LeBron and tell him that he was going to he's not a good father because his son is put in situations and he looks bad? Did he call LeBron for that? Or are we going to do the cop-out? Oh, that's his job to do that. Then why said Stephen A. they should have called me? Man, you're not exempt. I'm not saying that people should run up on them all the time. No, not that. I'm saying don't sit up there and be self-righteous when you created a new lane. He created a new lane. It's being a dickhead towards people that they sick him on. That's what he does. That's what Stephen A. does. And he got $1 million. And I'm not hating on it. More power to you. But don't sit up here and talk to us like, you this innocent guy that you did something. Go ahead, Fluke. My bad. I went on a rant.
Here's the thing for me, man. And here's the thing for me in a nutshell. I mean, everybody can have their opinions, man, until they're in that situation. You feel what I'm saying? There's nobody on earth that was in that situation like LeBron and his son playing together on the pro level. You know, y'all don't think that LeBron had a conversation with his son and said, hey, man, there's going to be a whole lot of challenges here, but I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? You follow my lead. There going to be some bumps in the road, man, but that happens to all of us. That happens to the best of us. But I believe in you, and I'm you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna give you the room to make, you know what I'm saying, to make this thing happen for yourself. You know, I'm just the guy that provided the opportunity for you. But I believe in you, son. And then you got Stephen A, Stephen A, his only motivation, man, because like y'all said earlier, Maxie max out everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody. So to look at that situation with Philly and say he ain't ready, then hell, half the damn guys that go against Maxie ain't ready. You feel what I'm saying? If you use that logic. But when Stephen A, I think he was trying to create a situation where him and Bron to go back and forth. That's why he was like, hey, man, I'm begging you, man, and this and that, and your son's situation is a situation that. He was trying to create something, man. Stephen A is good at his job, man. You know what I'm saying? That's trying to. He's good at his job, and when he made that statement, he's trying to create an atmosphere was like, well, we're gonna have an exclusive because LeBron ain't never been on First Take.
You're right.
You don't think that plea that Stephen A was making to LeBron was to bait him to come on First Take to have the discussion?
Good point, man.
That's all it was.
He's probably made a cameo on First Take.
You know,
most times
that's
he does. You know what I mean?
I don't
right,
know.
Right.
But Stephen A, where he messed up at is that you put this out here on the national TV where everybody can hear you questioning my fatherhood. Now, when he did that, not only did that involve Rich Paul, it involved what's Bron's wife's name? It involved her. It involved his mama and everybody else talking about, hold on, how this man, we you know what I'm saying? We listen to him question your basketball skills, who's the best, but he's talking about your fatherhood and you making bad decisions for your son. That's crossing the line.
I think so.
That's crossing the line. You ain't no way. You know, we all done raise kids. Haven't we in the past challenged our kids? Well, you know, even if we know there might be some failure happening, but isn't that wisdom? You learn from your mistakes. You learn from your losses. What if that's what he's doing with his son right now? You know what I'm saying? And then you got Stephen A over here talking about, hey, man, you know what? This might work. If I call out his fatherhood, he might be apt to come on the game. Come on the show. And then we could chop it up and, you know, and then I can act like I'm on the same level. No, you're not even the same level with this brother, man. You need him. He don't need you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And yo, I tell you what, Stephen A, if you don't like it, nigga, you can come on our show and talk about it. How about that?
Yeah, come on, Stephen A. Let's bring LeBron on too.
Blow our little situation up,
and,
right?
And bring all your money.
And look, and here's my thing, man. You know, he said he had just he was at the game because of celebration, because he had just inked that deal. You know what I'm saying? He had just inked it. So he was like, well, look, I'm in front of the person I just signed the deal with, and he comes in front of me, right? Yeah, but he took your heart is what he did. He ain't, you didn't stop because you didn't want to make a scene. No, sir. He surprised the shit out of you, and he told you what he told you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was it. Yeah, this is why I don't want people to get confused. Yeah, LeBron should have picked a better moment. But guess what? I celebrate the fact that he did it at that moment because
you celebrating black on black crime again. Black on black crime.
Hey,
first of all, the one person who deserved it was Stephen A.
He was sitting on that bench with them ankles on both shoulders, talking about, look at him sitting over there all smug and shit.
Hey, look,
talk about my son. Talk about my son.
Let me
you ain't safe, motherfucker.
I want to throw this in because it just crossed my mind. Stephen A. said he did it in front of 30,000 people. Stephen A., you got the #1 sports show in the land. You got millions of people watching you every morning. You gonna weigh that 30,000 against those millions? Crazy.
See, hey, Stephen A. was dead wrong, man.
But Keith. Y'all forget they got podcasts. Yeah. Sure. Y'all forget that.
Philadelphia Philly.
First take, those shows are meant for what they meant. That's how Shannon Sharp is making what he does, what he do. You know what I mean? That's why Shay podcast is controversial. He meant to be controversial, bro. That's what they meant. I'm not gonna feed in your bullshit because you made a statement about my son. You didn't call my son a bitch. Oh, can I finish sometime? God dang it.
I agreed with you. What the fuck are you talking about?
God dang it, sometime. Listen. He ain't called Bronny a punk, a bitch, a coward. He said, Bronny, you ain't ready. And LeBron, I blame you, right? I blame you because you put him in this position.
I'm glad you
said LeBron was in his feelings. LeBron in his feelings.
I'm glad
you said that. Talk me like I'm LeBron James. I'm LeBron James. Motherfucker, fraud James, that's what you is. You ain't nobody. You can be criticized like you can be criticized like anybody else can.
Bill, let him. Hold on, Keith. You said he ain't nobody.
He's a fraud James. Listen.
Look. Also, this is where me and Bill knock heads. Go ahead and finish. This is where we knock heads.
If I give my son a job, and I come on the job ain't done right, my wife would say to me, yo, baby, you wasn't ready for that. Why would you put in that position like that? I'm not gonna if I'm a dentist and my son fixes teeth, and I put my son to do an operation on Mr. Fluke, and you fuck Mr. Fluke teeth up, that's on me.
But Bill.
But
who you getting it from? What information you getting from that he's not good as a pro? Where are you getting it from?
His skill set is a pro. He's not a pro player yet.
Have you watched him play?
Yes.
No.
He averaged 1 point in college.
Bill,
I watched him play many times.
I'll let you know.
Keep trying to tell me what I've seen. I've seen the boy. The boy is not a pro basketball player right now.
Bill, first of all, I told you that he played the majority of games in the G League, right?
Keith, he's not a pro. G League is not.
Hold on, Bill.
G League is the minors.
Listen.
Let me make my point. If I'm a construction worker, on a construction site, and I make my son the foreman, and my son got the fuck sites up, that's on me.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Look, can I say one thing? Listen, Keith, can I ask you and Fluke one question? Why did LeBron James Jr. get drafted to the Lakers? And the only reason why.
The obvious reason. What's your point?
I'm telling you, LeBron James said to JJ Redick, I want to play ball. Oh, my son going to court with me.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
Once you get on that court, it ain't no more filter. Oh, don't talk about it. He's LeBron's son.
No.
Let me
hold on. Go ahead and finish because Bill, you got two things in your pocket I'm going to address. But go ahead.
Here's this to make the conversation rational in this way, man. If this dude is in the G League and he's averaging 22, 25 points a game, right? If that's the case, and then he had a 30-point game too, right? That's what he's averaging, right? You mean to tell me, now you say he's not a pro, right? You mean to tell me, Bill, if he's averaging 25 points a game in the G League, plus the fact he's LeBron James' son, you mean to tell me there's nobody in the league that's going to give him a 10-day contract, man?
He hasn't gotten it yet, Fluke.
Because he plays for the Lakers.
He plays for the Lakers. Every time he's on the floor for Lakers, he looks bad. This because people playing in the G League for 15 years, never playing the pros.
First of all,
people pitching a minus for 30 years, never made it to the majors.
First of all, when he played with the Lakers, How often did you see him looking bad, man? Other than when he went up against Maxey?
He started a few times. I watched him play. I'm not
How
saying
much
every
time?
game, every play. He's
But
never
you
looked good. He's never looked good. They have a bloopers video right now on Instagram. I'm gonna send it to Keith of him making bad shots and decisions and getting stripped.
All right, Fluke. Hold on, because you are out of pocket first and foremost. You want to know, are you out of pocket? First, let me address what you said as far as you making my son a foreman. First of all, if it's my business, if I own the business, I'm going to make him a foreman and be watching over him. First of all, but
that's fine. I'm not saying you. That's your right. That's your right.
Hold on.
That's your right.
I'll let you talk, dude. Let me talk.
Go ahead.
All right, now you all of a sudden, and we really speaking about being a father. What my man did. You said, well, what did LeBron do? How did he get in the NBA? Of course. Why is it when it comes to a black man that nepotism is not involved?
You're missing my point now. I didn't say there was anything wrong with that.
Hold, Bill.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
You were just complaining. Now I'm answering you, bro. This is what I'm doing. I'm not arguing with you.
Wrong.
I'm answering.
You're wrong. You're wrong, though. I never said anything wrong with that.
You was wrong. This is what
listen to you. I never say nothing wrong with LeBron getting his son a job.
Yes, you did. Why'd you bring it up?
We talking about his son's ability to play.
But you did say something more egregious. You basically said LeBron was trash.
Bronny was, not LeBron Jr., not LeBron James.
Listen,
Bronny trash.
It makes no difference whether he's trash or not. First of all, he got picked in the later round, and those guys, the likelihood of them guys making the league, making a team, their team is very, very low. First of all, now we know why he got drafted to the Lakers. We already know why he got drafted to the Lakers. So you bringing that up, it's kind of redundant because, okay, we get that. Now, secondly,
so you got to take that.
Play. Bill, you didn't watch him play. You know why? Because you did not know that he was averaging 22 points a game in the last 15 games.
In the NBA, I watched him play in the NBA. Not the G League. In the NBA. In the NBA.
What is the G League, Bill?
The minors. The minors.
It's the minors. It's a proven
people play in the minors for 10 years and make it a big time.
And you making a point. What point you trying to make when you say that?
He's not in the pros in the minors. He's in the minors.
If he could not succeed in the minors, then you had an argument. But you don't. You don't have an argument. You brought up. I told you earlier. You making my point for me. This is what you're making. See,
that's your opinion. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. That's your opinion. That's not a fact. That's your opinion.
You just don't like LeBron James. That's all it is.
I have no problem with LeBron James.
Yeah, you
LeBron
do.
James.
Yes, you do.
I don't have a problem with LeBron James. I don't. He's a great player. One of the top five. He's one of the top five. I don't like his antics.
What? Okay.
I think like the Fluke said. Like
bless us with his antics.
Like Jacory said to me earlier. He said, Stephen A. Smith ain't stupid. LeBron ain't neither.
Okay, so tell me what his antics.
LeBron is very wise.
Tell me what
I just think the way he did it, Stephen A. was being a bully. Why? He wouldn't have did a Shannon Sharp. So nobody else.
No, hold on.
He wouldn't have.
How do you know that, Bill?
I don't know. You don't know either. I don't know. We don't know. I would guess.
First of
all, assuming like you assuming.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember that boy from the Pistons wanted to take his head off. What's his name?
And what did he do?
Ran behind Russell Westbrook.
No, he didn't run.
That boy take his head off. LeBron, like, what did I do? What did I do?
I watched it. He stood there.
I saw that whole game, huh?
The kid stood there, and when he saw the blood, he didn't react. And that's my team. No. That's my guy. He didn't react. But then when people stood in front of him, now all of a sudden he wanted to reach over like that. He had every opportunity. You know why? Because LeBron elbowed the shit out of him. So don't sit up here and talk about how he ran. No, he didn't run.
He ran. He ran like a girl.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's that personal thing. See,
what's up, Uncle Swill?
I don't talk personal. See, that's what's so crazy.
I'm not talking personal either. I think we always come at each other. But what's the Mad Dog do? The Mad Dog. What's his name? Oh, not a Mad Dog. Not Shannon. The one that Shannon Sharp got into it with. Skip been talking about LeBron for years.
Yeah.
Come on, LeBron in his face for years.
For 22 years,
and
they talk shit about him.
And he ain't never said nothing.
Has he ever confronted? Has he ever?
All I'm saying, I would just tell my son, listen, man, you're gonna get a lot of credit. Best you need to do is get in that gym and work hard and prove these clowns wrong. As far as that father shit wrong that he said about me, I'll deal with him on that. We ain't gonna make a big issue about it. We ain't gonna make no big deal about that. We bigger than that. We stronger than that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's how. Maybe I ain't a good father. Maybe I ain't a protective father and all that. But that's how, man. Listen, don't worry about that clown. He's a clown. That show keep the joint of him boxing. I'll smack the shit out of Stephen A. Smith. But I'm not gonna go there. I ain't gonna do all that shit.
My point
I'm not gonna do that shit. Listen, I'm telling you, get in the gym. Prove these cats wrong.
But first of all,
prove them wrong.
And you're making sense. You're making sense, but you're just throwing a lot of stuff out there. First of all, LeBron did not go step to Stephen A. to do anything to him. That was obvious.
The way LeBron, if that was me, the way he came with Stephen A., I'd have took that personal. Anybody else that's a man,
he should have.
Okay, right. So okay.
But I told you that. You know why? Because he did the same thing that Stephen A. did on the Stephen A. show. He did the same exact thing to Stephen A. that Stephen A.
LeBron walked out of a timeout.
He did.
To address that man.
He did.
Out of a timeout. If I'm the coach, I'm saying, LeBron, what you focus on? Him will win this fucking game.
First of all, here's LeBron James, period, man.
Okay, now it's because LeBron James. Because LeBron is okay. Because LeBron is okay. You can walk out the huddle.
Now, where did you get that from? Where'd you get that from? What I said to you was you said he stepped out of the huddle, right? And what is JJ Redick gonna say to LeBron James? Did I say it was okay, Bill?
I don't know what you're saying. You've been defending LeBron for years. I'm just saying.
Listen.
I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is,
I'm gonna leave it alone.
Can I say one thing else, real quick, y'all? Real quick. I'm gonna stop because we always gonna agree to disagree. I think all your opinions is correct.
We already did it though. But go ahead.
Listen. But let me say one thing. If that was Draymond Green, they'd have villainized him. If that was Embiid, he's a villain. They bullies. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's Charles Barkley. He played. They bully. They're tough. That's what I'm saying.
The people you just named have done, except for Embiid, the people you just named have done some egregious shit that people piled on them about. What are you talking about? Draymond Green did some shit. He choked a 7'2" dude out. He's done fucked up shit, and they've been at his neck because of it. See, this is what I'm talking. Yeah. Look, LeBron, of course, they gonna give him a pass. You know why? You want to know why? Because he did it, and he didn't. He even though it was public, nobody knew what he said until Stephen A. came out and told everybody what he said. That's exactly what he did.
If you look at the clip, you can see you can read his lips.
But here's the thing, though, Fluke. Here's the crazy thing. Had they got
know what he said because he said it.
Had they got any audio, he would have got suspended.
Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, man.
Go ahead. I'm gonna ask y'all a question real quick.
No. Go ahead, man. You guess, man. I'm gonna hear what you got to say.
I'm gonna ask you. What do y'all think? How do y'all think Bronny felt? I'm looking from Bronny's aspect now too. If my dad, I'm like that, I can't. Let me. Well, go ahead. But that's my thing. Right. What do y'all think? What do y'all think Bronny felt about that?
Let me ask you a question with a question, Bill. Go ahead. If you at the liquor, if your old lady is at the liquor store, right? and a man come up and confront your significant other about a bag of oranges, right? And he get flippant. Who is that issue between now?
I'm taking that issue on.
Absolutely. Okay. If he was at the store with your child and the same thing happened.
Well, you accuse my son of being a thief, no, my wife, right? That what you saying? That's what you saying?
Doesn't matter what the accusation is.
Okay.
I'm talking about the switch of confidence. You know, the focal point, the switch of focal points. Because me, you know, like I said, if I'm out in public, my old lady get into it with somebody, that's not an issue with him and her no more. And my child, don't matter how old my child is, same thing goes.
I agree with you 100%. Well, I agree with you. So if your wife on the job and she get a bad from a supervisor, she get a bad evaluation because she shouldn't be doing this job. She ain't that good. You gonna walk up on the job, you gonna see the guy at the supermarket, you gonna see the dude at the game and jump in his face?
If I know him, and look, first of all, you talking about evaluations, Bill.
That's all Stevie did was evaluate LeBron.
What he did was, and you saw the clip. That was not an evaluation. That was not an evaluation when he said
it was harsh. It was harsh.
It was bullshit was what it was. It was bullshit. Whether the kid was good or not, it was still bullshit. It was unnecessary. That's it. I'm not talking about Stephen A. not liking him or anything like that. Like, bro, what the fuck is that? For no reason.
Maybe it was unnecessary. I'm sorry, Fluke. Go ahead, Fluke.
But my point is this, because we can get off into, you know, because I think, man, when we having this particular discussion, sometimes it falls on who likes LeBron and who don't. You know what I'm saying? But that's not the issue. That's not the issue here. Where in the hell, man, has it been okay to question a man about how he raising his son?
I don't know if he's questioning about that.
That's exactly what he did.
What did he do?
He quit. No, he quit. Hold real quick. In my opinion, like he's questioning the position you put his son in. Right, he was a terrible father. Okay, Fluke. Just say, it's just like say for instance, Keith, you got Keith's son. Keith tell his son to go out there and fight this dude down the corner who's bigger and stronger, right? Listen, just give him, and you there, Fluke. And you keep saying, go down there and fight that boy. That boy beat his ass. He come back. He beat my ass, Dad. Go fight him the fuck again, Dad. Son. You there like, yo, Keith, I think that's a bad decision. I'm gonna say that, Keith, that's a bad decision.
Okay.
I think you putting your son in a bad position. I know you're a hell of a father. I'm not criticizing your integrity, and you might say your reason for letting it go down like that may be a good reason. But at the moment, it looks like it's a bad decision as a father. To me, that's what I got out of it. Y'all might disagree. Y'all might. I mean, listen. I'm open to other.
First of all, let me, because you used me as an example. Let me explain this to you.
Well, no, I didn't mean.
Hold on.
I'm not saying you would do that, Keith. I was just hypothetically. Hypothetical. Go ahead.
I'm on the hypothetical, dog.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
You think somebody? I'm answering you is what I'm doing.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
First of all, if I made that decision to have him go back there, I have him go back because he is going to build up this thing where he will not allow anyone. If I have to tell him to go back and fight him, it's putting him in a position where he will not take shit from anyone and not be afraid to be hurt, to be the best that he can fucking be. You understand? Now, if the dude is severely outmatching him and all this shit, guess what I'm gonna do?
You gonna pull the plug.
The second time, if he loses, we're going to go boxing lesson. We're going to do all this just in case this motherfucker going to keep coming back at him.
Look at it.
I'm going to prepare him.
The second time when we go back, Uncle Spoke gonna whoop his ass because I fight kids.
No, but
you don't.
No, it depends how he moves. Now, if
the point might be his age. Or whatever. Listen, Keith, you made my point. You said you're gonna get your son stronger. You're gonna take him to boxing school, right? Whatever. So what's wrong with LeBron telling his son? He's telling my son, listen, you hear that clown talking about you, talking about it?
But I still, what I did was, it's my responsibility. Now, if it's a grown man, I'm going to confront this motherfucker.
That's different.
Okay, so tell me something.
That's different.
So hold on. Bronny is 2 years away from high school, right?
He's 21.
Okay, now let me ask you a question.
Maybe older.
So you're telling me that he's on that road to being grown? Oh, he's grown in age, but tell me, is he grown?
At 21, was you grown, Key, with 21?
First of all, Bill, when I was 21, I was on my own. He is not on his own. He still lives at the house, as far as I know.
I think. Listen,
it's like
I think it's easy. I think it's easy to make it have an argument against. Well, he's a grown man now, and he needs to, take his lumps and be on his own and be a man. You know what I'm saying? Where the hell, when it comes to a real father, where the hell does that happen, man? We always support our sons.
We always do.
Always do. Win or lose. You know what I'm saying? I could see if LeBron was like, yeah, he out here getting smoked. So what? I got my son here, and y'all just jealous. I could see if he said some shit like that. LeBron is like, hey, man, is this what you want? Yeah, Dad, this is what I want. Okay, then I'm going to support you 100%, and you do the best you can. And in the meantime, I'm not going to let no clown sit up and say, because I support my son in that way, I'm making a bad decision. Who are you to even question that? Who are you to even broach that subject, bro? Especially every time you have a conversation about basketball players, you always say, y'all know better than me. So if you make that statement every time you're talking to pro basketball players, hey, man, I'm just learning from y'all. I'm stealing y'all information. Y'all know better than me. But then by the same token, you sit back and say, man, as a father, really? You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. You admit that every time you talk to pro basketball players.
They already said they don't have a relationship. He ain't never been in LeBron's damn house, never been in his presence. He don't know how to raise his kids.
That man, instead of questioning the man, praise the man for being in a position where he could put his son in a position where he could be successful. Be it pass or fail, he was in that position. Now, either you're going to look at that situation in one or two ways. You're going to hate on it. Who do he think he is? He think he's better than everybody. He have all this power. Or you going to say, damn, I wish I had the power to put my son in that situation. In my estimation, that's what it is.
And like I said, I don't lie on any. I'm speaking from fatherhood, what he did. And really and truly, Bill, do you really believe, and this is a question for you, do you really believe that Stephen A on First Take, you really believe that he's not a bully?
See, they a bully?
Yeah, you don't believe he's a bully?
Most of them like a clown to me, you ask me.
But my point is, he doesn't say stuff, man, because he feels he can get away with it.
And he can't get away with it.
But here's the thing. He parlayed it, and I hate to say this, he parlayed it, and he got that bag because of that. This is not Bruce Williams, my man. The one thing about it was he said he agreed with both of us, right, Bill? Didn't he?
He did. Yeah.
The one point he made was Stephen A is not the traditional journalist. You remember that?
He's not. There's no more of those, right?
There's no more traditional journalists. It is the shock jock type of guys. And I don't hate him because he got that bag. This is what he's doing. But when he got it reversed on him, and it happened to be LeBron James because he he in his eyes, he knew LeBron couldn't be touched really.
Bottom line is bottom line is, and this is just my opinion. Bottom line is, this brother, man, felt he's on a level to question a basketball player in that fashion. And he messed around and found out that's not the case. Dude, you talking about my son, man. Step off with that. And then you got all these other clowns, man. Let your son grow. Let him do. You know what? Stop.
Let me ask you something.
Stop.
So you think he was questioning his male or just the game? So he can't criticize Bronny playing basketball.
Bill.
He was just.
That's all. Okay.
You asking me they can't criticize.
So you said don't talk about my son. I mean, I'm asking.
He didn't criticize him playing basketball. He criticized him as being a father, putting in his son in a situation that he believes his son is going to fail.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Okay.
I mean,
it had nothing to do with. It had everything to do with, man, you know what? LeBron's supposed to be all this and that. How come he don't recognize the fact that his son ain't ready and he put his son in a position to fail? That's what that man said. That's what he did, and he crossed the line. He crossed the line with that, man. It has nothing to do with a father encouraging his son and backing him up. He said, man, you wrong for doing this. How you going to tell another man he wrong about his son? And didn't feel comfortable in that position. Like, how dare he check me for asking him about being a father? Are you serious, man? Tell me where the hell that makes sense, man.
I mean, and then you know what? He's not sending Bronny out to war. They're
playing basketball, man.
Basketball game, and he's heavy on this BS. Oh, he's LeBron James' son, so and LeBron set him up because he did this. Yes, he did. But my thing is, you don't talk about the first 54 people that got drafted before him. They don't talk about them
that's not entertainment. They're not entertainment.
Exactly.
And then your father ain't one to go.
Now. If we want to talk about right and wrong,
all these players who have sons that got into the NBA or tried for the NBA, the spotlight was not like this.
And you know what's so crazy about it?
No other NBA player made their organization draft their son either.
But see,
how you know?
Of course they was gonna do that
because there's no other players ever done it.
But hold on, they did not draft him. He was not their first pick.
I didn't say he was. I don't think he's 55th.
Because their first pick play all the time. Dalton Connect plays all the time.
Bill, let me ask you a question.
There's no other father that played long enough to play with his son, Fluke, that I know of. Maybe
that's one part of.
He started at 18.
Okay, right. I'm just saying. There's no other player that was able to do that, huh?
No, yeah, but and that's unprecedented. That's unprecedented. But what I'm saying, right? But what I'm saying is, when have a father not advocated for a son, man?
No, it's okay. That's fine. I'm not.
Okay, then that's what. That's what it was.
Anything's wrong with nothing y'all saying. Y'all want to hear what y'all want to hear. All I'm saying is that LeBron James Jr. should not be criticized because his dad is LeBron.
So hold on, man.
And let me say something else.
Is that what you got?
Let me add something to that too. I'm gonna be done with it. It's not gonna get nowhere. And secondly, I said that if it was anybody else, say Kendrick Person, Barkley, Shaq, Gilbert Arenas, we all criticizing Ryan Clark, right? LeBron wouldn't have stepped to him like that in that fashion.
Bill. First of all, you have no idea whether or not
it was Stephen A. Smith.
That's your assumption. That is your assumption, Bill.
Hey man, the bottom line is I just want to know who called this motherfucker a piccolo player.
The preacher did.
Look, and
Hey,
really,
Bill, love you to death, man. But you kind of hating, man. I'm be honest with you.
Look,
You hating, man.
I don't think I'm hating. I don't have a problem with LeBron. LeBron's a great player.
Bill, here's
But
my thing.
I just don't think.
Why does Bronny James?
If Jordan's son played in the league, if Jordan's son played in the league back then, and they criticized Jordan, and Jordan jumped in somebody's face for criticizing his son, I say think about Jordan.
Hey.
So, but hold on.
Hey,
Bill.
Hold on for a second. I don't have a problem with anything you said, but the one thing you did say that I severely disagree with was because he's LeBron James' son, that he should get the scrutiny that he gets.
I didn't say that.
You did. You did say
I didn't.
You kind of applied it, but you know.
I implied it. I didn't say that.
What's the difference?
Listen, I didn't say it though. I implied it. The reason why I implied it is because who his father is, he's going to get the scrutiny whether he likes it or not.
Hey,
it's just natural.
Nobody's disagreeing with you.
Anytime a father leads the way in sports, the son comes behind him, they always want to compare. They're going to compare.
Nobody,
no matter what sport.
With you.
Out of fairness, Bill. Out of fairness, man, can I offer you some advice, man?
Go ahead, bro.
When you talk about the Philadelphia Eagles, you on the top of the goddamn mouth. Can't nobody say shit. You looking at that motherfucker. Hey, ain't nobody got nothing to say.
I know LeBron's a great father. Let me tell you something about LeBron. I know he's a great father.
When it comes to this situation, man, when it comes to this situation that we're speaking on, man, you a father. You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me that you're gonna let somebody enter into the realm of you trying to uphold your son and all that and being a support system, however it comes, and you're gonna be okay with somebody say, man, what you doing, Bill? Man, you wrong, man. To the world, man, you wrong, man. You ain't making the right decisions, man. Let me appeal to you, man, because, man, as a father, you not doing this, that, yada, yada, yada. You mean to tell me you ain't gonna feel a certain way about that?
Oh, he did. I probably would.
You said you might.
Don't say I might. No. We go back.
I've been knowing you for.
If someone criticizes my skills as a father, my son, and they put it on me as my fault, he's like that, I probably would take it personal. Okay, no question. Now, again, since LeBron James did what he did to Stephen A. Smith, has the discussion even got greater about Bronny? Every podcast I'm watching.
You know what? Because they want clicks.
Oh my God, I can't never finish, bro.
Bill, do you not understand it?
I'm flopping like LeBron. I'm flopping. Listen. Can I say my point?
He don't give a fuck.
Okay, it's everybody making comedy skits about it. All he did to me, they showed the joint of Bronny on the sideline looking like, dang, like, come on. Sometimes there's a way you do things. That's all I'm saying.
Bill,
right.
That's where Bill.
So
that's my opinion. I can't change yours. You can't change mine.
But listen, though.
I think Brian's a great kid. I think Brian's a lot of pressure now. He's scrutinizing even harder. He did nothing to help his son there. He did nothing to help his son.
Is his son still playing?
He did nothing to help his son.
Which I would tell you that you're wrong, because when that man during the end of the third quarter went over and confronted that guy, his son saw that
and put a battery in his back.
You understand what I'm saying? His son saw that.
Whether he right or wrong, he put a battery in that kid's back. Said, "My dad got my back with that." That's what.
And that's
all. Y'all think that we don't know that. We don't know what he's thinking.
Now we don't know that.
We don't know what he's thinking. We don't know what he's thinking. LeBron James
Never
said nothing.
Hey,
Brian never said nothing.
You're a funny
Hey,
guy.
Bill, check this out, man. Let me give you a scenario. If your son is in the G League averaging 20+ points a game, right? And they bring you up every now and then, every blue moon, to play on the team, right? And everybody criticizing all that stuff. What do you think your son is thinking? Hey, man, in spite of who my dad is, I'm down here whooping ass, man. I'm still allowed an opportunity. Who else is doing what I'm doing in the G League? I'm smoking them. So I at least get a 10-day contract. At least that. And then you got brothers like Stephen A saying, hey, man, he wrong and he this and he that. No, one thing he say, the G League ain't the pros. Damn, dude, how many cats came out the G League, man?
Y'all give a kid a lot of power, man. A lot of influence and power, bro.
No,
y'all give a kid a lot of power, bro.
Y'all give
a kid a lot of power, man. Like he can change a person's life. Come on, bro. Come on now.
Real quick, man.
You're in the middle of the Super Bowl. You're in the middle of the Super Bowl and you change the goalpost. Now a motherfucker can't kick a field goal because it's sideways. Because you changed the whole trajectory of shit. Come on,
man. Ain't no commissioner. He's a journalist. He's some fucking media. Fucking TMZ motherfucker.
Bill,
hey, can Kwame Brown say? Can Kwame Brown still Stephen A. bag up?
Huh?
Hey, man.
Didn't Kwame Brown say they messed his bag up?
Kwame, I can't remember. Kwame Brown's a lot of things about a lot of people. A lot of people.
Hey, man.
I don't know what Kwame said about. I can't remember what he said about LeBron.
Hey, man, real quick, man. It's off topic, man. But I want to ask Bill a question. All right, Bill, you know, Philly native or whatever, man. So I assume you're a boxing fan, aren't
you? Yeah.
Did Tank lose that fight?
That's a good question.
It's a draw.
Now I'm gonna say this. My mentality's always been old school, where you got to beat the champ up to beat the champ. You know what I mean? To take the title, I agree with Keith. It was a good draw, but that boy showed. He showed something. I mean, if Tank wasn't Tank, he probably won that fight. And then Tank going down at one knee, that's a knockdown.
That's a knockdown, man.
That's a knockdown.
Come on now.
You can't go down the knee and say I'm sweating.
No. Did he go down on one knee on a punch, or did he just go down on one knee?
He took the punch. He thought about it, and he went down on the knee. His hair grease got in his eye.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's iffy. That's iffy with me. But look, we exhausted this thing, man, and real quick because you got to go because you be on that bullshit, Bill. No, I'm just,
hey, listen, real quick. Can I tell y'all a story real quick? Can I tell y'all a story real quick? Because when Corey said something about the boxing thing, I thought he was going somewhere else with it. Kind of threw me off. Y'all know Joe Frazier, one of the greatest of all time, Joe Frazier, right? Mm-hmm. He had a son named Marvis Frazier. I'm pretty sure you guys know who Marvis Frazier was.
Yeah.
When I worked with young boys at Youth Study Center, Marvis Frazier would come down. He's a preacher now. I think he's a reverend. He would come down to the center and talk to the boys, talk to the young boys. You know what I mean? Yeah. About his life, his experience. So Marvis said how he got in the ring with Tyson. I think Larry Holmes was another one. They beat him up real bad. And he said in the middle of the fight, Larry Holmes was like, "Yo, Joe, your son ain't built for this. Joe, your son ain't built for this, Joe." As he's beating the shit out of Marvis Frazier. Marvis told the whole story. He said, "My dad got me in the corner and said, 'You okay?' He said, 'No, Larry Holmes is right. Larry Holmes is right. I ain't built for this.'"
What's your point?
Oh, okay. I can't never finish with Keith, man.
No.
So I'm trying to get to my point.
All right.
So at the end of the fight, Joe went to Larry and said, Larry said, "Listen, man, your son don't belong in the pros." I thought you were going there when I thought about that. Marv Frazier told the whole story. He said his dad, dude told me my son is not that you're not a pro fighter. He said, Joe said, "You know what, man?" Joe took that criticism and said, "It's cool," and walked away.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if y'all want to think that. I don't know if y'all want to say that Larry Holmes disrespecting his manhood, or Larry Holmes whatever.
He's fighting Larry Holmes, Bill. What are you talking about, bro? Of course he's gonna say that.
Marvin's Fraser said every critic was like, Joe, you got to stop, Joe. You're gonna get your son killed. That's all. Joe didn't take it personal.
Is he talking about basketball or boxing? I don't get it, man. What
was sport? It's still sports.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Boxing's not a sport.
Hey, Bill. We were trying to change the damn subject, and you went back on that bullshit. This is what you're trying to do.
The problem with you kids, you see one side. You only see one way. You're a one-way freight train. You don't see two ways. You gotta see things. You gotta see the world as it is.
Bill.
You gotta see the world as it is, sir.
First of all, the scenario.
First of all, Keith, Marvin Fraser is a professional boxer, and he was in that ring because his dad put him in that ring. Marvin Fraser said, I was a fighter because my dad wanted to be a fighter.
Has Marvin Fraser ever fought for a championship?
Huh?
Marvin Fraser, has he ever fought for a championship?
No.
Yeah, he fought Mike Tyson and Larry Holmes.
For a championship or a chance to be a championship?
For a title.
Then he was a goddamn boxer, man.
Okay.
He might not have been.
Then he was a boxer. You don't fight for a championship and not be a boxer, and this ain't for you.
Oh, it wasn't for him.
You seen that fight? He fought for a championship, or he ranked first. You're moving the championship. Isn't that obvious that he's a boxer?
And LeBron James, a basketball player, junior.
All right.
Listen, point made. I love y'all, man. I got to go. I love y'all.
Love you too, bro.
Love you too, man. But that was some horse shit. But you can go ahead, dog.
Go Eagles. Go Eagles. NFL Super Bowl champions.
See, nobody saying it. You hear the silence?
Ain't nobody saying shit. You got that. You got that.
I've been a bad guy all store. I love y'all, man. It's cool.
All right.
To the next time.
All right,
yeah, bro. Be safe.
All right, guys. The bad guy. We didn't see you as one.
That's all right. I don't mind. All right.
But look, real quick, I'm gonna kind of save this for next week, but I want this one part about it. I want to hear y'all both opinion, right? Anthony Mackie was on the pivot. The actor, this is his name, right? Anthony Mackie.
Captain America.
Yeah, Captain America. That's his name, right? Okay.
We know who you're talking about.
Huh?
We know who you're talking about.
Okay. He said, I just want to get his name, but I don't want to misquote myself. He said, when it comes to success, he said success is not earned, it's given. Success is not earned, it's given. Without me going into it, just give me your first impression of what you guys take from that.
In my mind, I've been given very little, and I consider myself successful. So I don't. It doesn't really align with me. Okay. I'd have to hear him flesh it out.
Okay. What about you, Flip?
I think that if I'm being honest, it don't make any sense, man. You know what I'm saying? How many failed actors are there? You know what I'm saying? If that was a true statement, then most of them have been successful, right?
No, and here's the thing. He did go into it. I just wanted to get your first impression, both your first impression. Once I give it, I'm gonna give you the opportunity to either stay where you are or elaborate. So basically what he was saying was, we tell our kids, if you work hard and you keep your grindstone, you're going to be successful. He said he feels that in order to be successful, you still have to work hard. You're supposed to grind, but somebody has to choose you to be successful. He said, in his mind, at that point, you had to be chosen to succeed. You still have to do the thing where you work hard, you put your grind, and you keep grinding. But the ultimate success where you are recognized, and he was speaking from the actor's point of view, right? Where you are recognized, someone has to choose you to be successful.
It just sounds like a poverty mindset to me, man. It does.
Okay.
I mean, there are very few working actors who are making, the millions of dollars, per production. You know, a lot of them are fucking construction worker actors or waiter or waitress actors or whatever. So I mean, doesn't align.
Okay. What about you, Fluke?
I think, man, I don't know what point he was trying to prove because I've never experienced, unless somebody dealing with a philanthropist or some shit like that, but I've never experienced anybody. I mean, if somebody reaching back, it's because they want you to make them look good, or they got something that you could use, or that might enhance your life, or whatever. One hand washes the other. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult for me, especially in Hollywood, that somebody just gonna give you some shit and you ain't paid the price for it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That don't make sense to me. So
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
not.
let me just say this. The reason why I even chose the topic was because of this. When he said it, I agree totally about what you both said. Like not understanding where he's coming from and not agreeing with it once you understood. But what he's saying is there's a point in every successful actor's life, right, where some of them work hard, like somebody gave an example. Some of them work hard and still working regular jobs and still grinding, and they and not gotten the success, right? But he said those who are successful, someone in the casting call, someone, a director, someone recognizes you and they pick you to be in their project.
But how long does that process take, though? That's
Yeah.
that's one of the main things that I question. I mean, yeah. I mean, you it might be your turn. Doesn't
no,
necessarily
excuse me.
mean that doesn't. It might be your turn. It doesn't necessarily mean that somebody picked you.
They gotta pick you though, bro. They gotta
But
pick you,
I'm
right?
saying though. I mean, if you've been going to auditions for 10 years,
Uh-huh.
and
Somebody has to pick
all of a sudden you catch a break. But through those 10 years, you've been going to acting class. You've been doing small stage productions. You've been honing your craft.
you. Mm-hmm.
So are they picking you, or have you perfected your thing to the point enough to get recognition?
Okay, well, humor me on this. You said perfected your craft and honing your skills and going to different auditions and doing little plays and all that, right? All that is put in place. And once you get in front of that person, they pick you to be in that project with your hard work,
Mhm.
right? But they pick you because of your hard work, but they still pick you. See, that's my interpretation of that statement. You feel what I'm
But
saying?
it's either one or two things. You go to the audition and blow everybody away, with your rawness,
Mhm.
or you go to the audition with your pedigree, your resume, and they read about your years of experience, and they decide to go with you because you're seasoned.
Okay. But
So is that and that's the main reason, because you're reliable.
so they pick you
Mhm.
to be successful.
Mhm. Or it's your turn.
But even if it's your turn, you're still picked.
If it's my turn, I say if it's my turn, then I one day I got a shot coming.
I got you.
But
Keeping it positive, yeah.
If my mindset is, well, somebody got to pick me, then I'm in for a long day.
But they do though, those folks, don't they? I mean, you're the actor. They do have to pick you for the part, right?
Yeah.
That's so that.
Yeah.
See,
but you got to build. You got to build the fortitude to keep going.
You got to be ready. See, he didn't say ignore what you and Damon was saying. He didn't say ignore that and then come and just show up and not be prepared. He said his version of success is someone has to pick you that first time. So he gives that being picked the credit for your success. You know what I'm saying? I don't completely agree with it because just like you said, you put the work in and you became this person. You feel what I'm saying?
But I'm saying though, my counter to that, man, is Lil Meech. Lil Meech ain't gonna never get another acting job.
He not.
He was picked.
But it was his pedigree though. He looked like his dad.
Yeah, but he did a decent job.
He did. It was decent.
He did a very good job. But he probably not gonna ever get another job.
But you gotta think about it. He got picked by 50 Cent because 50 Cent put him through acting school.
Yeah.
Because he was raw.
My point is, don't matter. Don't matter if they pick you or not. If you can't hold water.
That's real. Because we know it's been actors that been picked, actors and actresses been picked who can't really act, but they have that look, but they don't last for too long. You know what I mean? Now, let's relate it to just the corporate or just the regular work world, right? Let me give you a scenario. If you've been on a job, and we've all heard the stories about training your supervisors. Jaquar, you've been through it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Damon, you and I have been through it also. Training people that they decide, they is this ambiguous thing. They decide that look the part as a supervisor on your job. Do you make the choice, even though you understand what they're doing, do you make the choice to train that person or do you refuse?
Well, I've never refused a situation like that. What I have done was train that person by the I train whenever I'm tasked with that thing, I to the letter.
Okay.
Because for me, it's a sign of integrity.
That's who you are, right?
Because if they ever get into one of the scenarios that I might create or whatever, then they have a pretty good idea what to do, and that's because of me. Gotcha.
Damon, what do you think?
I think it's all circumstantial, man. It depends on how bad you need a job. You know what I'm saying? Do you got something in line where you can just move on and say, I'm not training anybody, or are you stuck in that position where you have to maintain it till you can do better? If it's the latter, then I'm like Pop used to say, yeah, when he was teaching us martial arts, yeah, I showed you some shit, but I ain't show you everything.
Gotcha.
So that would be my mindset.
Okay. It's an opportunity, man, to prepare you for the position that's in front of you. You know what I mean? No, we don't like it. We think we don't like it, but when we get good at it, we start to become recognized for it.
Mm-hmm. So, do you guys believe in nepotism?
Absolutely. Yes. I do.
Well, Damon, tell us why.
Why? Because that's how it works, man. I mean, that's the landscape that we're dealing with. Man. You know what I'm saying? If you put yourself in a position where you can hire somebody, or that's under you, or you can suggest a position over here where that person might be qualified for that, absolutely, I'm with it. Okay. I am absolutely with that because everybody else does it, man. You know, where all of a sudden I'm gonna have these values that, hey man, you know, I want to get it on my own merit. Who the hell else is doing that? Let's just keep it funky.
You say who can, but go ahead. Yeah.
You know, people. That's just like you ride past a beautiful house. You know what I'm saying? And they got a for sale sign out in front of it. And you saying, oh shit, let me look at my finances and see if I can move out of this apartment and be able to afford that joint. And then somebody who knows somebody tell a friend, hey man, come move next to me. The house is for sale. And they go and pull the sign up. You know what I'm saying? They go pull the sign up to give you the impression that this house has been sold or whatever.
Gotcha.
That's people networking. That's people, you know what I'm saying, making shit happen for their loved ones. All of that. So, you know, is it ever fair and equal?
Never is. You know,
I'm old enough to realize that.
Yeah, Jaqar.
Yeah.
Why? You know, why do you feel?
Shit. The same reason I voted for Obama, because he was black. I mean, shit. When you in the spot, man, you know, it's. I don't want to say it's your duty because it's not, but you know, for your own inner self, man, you know, to reach back and pull one of your own, you know, to your level or try to, man, you know, it's no more honorable thing, I don't think.
Gotcha.
You know, the one thing you can't get mixed up in is dying on the hill of that person's performance. You know, all I can do is help you to get your foot in the door. You know, you got to open it on your own. You know, which is why, and I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but you know, what LeBron did, you know, that's exactly what he did. You know, he pseudo massaged the situation for his son, and I don't hate him for it.
I don't either.
I don't either. I mean, look, I think that most people don't understand that nepotism is frowned upon when it comes to the middle class and the poor. We've been conditioned to think that that's wrong, right? But I venture to say, just bringing back the scenario with the Lakers, Jeannie Buss is the owner of the Lakers because of nepotism. Her brother became the main owner before her, but he couldn't run the team because of nepotism. His father gave him the show. You see what I'm saying? So nobody argued about that, mostly because they owned it, but nobody argued about it. But it seems as though when you start to lower the economic scale, the more we've been made to believe that it's wrong for it. Maybe because it's only enough crumbs to be around, but see, with the elite, they got full pies. The lower you go down the economic scales, it turns from slices to crumbs. So, of course, you'll be mad if you know that somebody, because they know somebody, they're going to get more crumbs than you. You know what I'm saying? It's what it is. I don't frown upon it. I believe in giving people an equal amount of chance, but when they come to my family, if they're qualified and I'm in a position to hire them, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it without hesitation. You know what I'm saying? Now, I believe in fairness, but guess what? I'm going to keep that one thing for me. You understand what I'm saying? Now, Bill was trying to allude, and I hate the fact that he ain't here, but he wanted when I you notice when I started to make a point to him, he wanted to say he wanted to talk over it. But Bill wants to say, well, he feels as though Bronny was not qualified for it, right? But who's to say? You don't watch him play. You only watch him the little short stints. You only watch him in the short stints of him playing a couple minutes a game, and he's a rookie and he's scared, right? You don't watch his G League games though. No, we ain't kicking him out, man. He had to go. He was only gonna be there for a minute, KJ. He needed to take his arguing ass on. But my point is, you have this opinion, but is it because you don't like his dad? You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm on the job, and that's why I even brought up nepotism. If I'm on the job and my son is working with me, I'm going to prepare him. I'm not going to leave him out there hanging. I'm going to prepare him for the most I can do, right? So if somebody that he's working with, and I'm not working with him, if somebody he's working with going back and talking smack about him, and I hear about it, I'm going to confront him. Because first and foremost, hopefully I wouldn't put my son in a position to put people in harm's way, right? Hopefully I'm going to prepare him to do his job. But I will confront you, especially if you don't come to me. You feel me? If you don't come to me and tell me, yo, man, look, me and you on one-on-one conversation. See, I would respect that more, but if you got other people and you talking to them, I got a problem with that.
The one thing that people fail to realize about the history of labor and trades is that traditionally, man, a son at probably 3 to 5 years old would go to work with his daddy. If his daddy was a carpenter, then the son grew up to be a carpenter because he learned a trade standing next to his daddy, from his daddy. Farmers, builders. It's always been how it was in the past, and that family work tradition, was the foundation of many fucking countries.
Oh yeah.
But we don't have that anymore. Now LeBron James and Junior is an extreme case, but basketball is LeBron James's trade. And he raised his son next to him.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it.
Right.
That's true. Hey, look on the screen, guys. KJ says, okay, the confrontation was valid. I think the true point of contention with this is the whole public space thing. It's a good point, KJ. But see, this is the thing. I understand the space. See, Bill was under the impression that we didn't understand the space. Because and I'm not speaking for both you guys. I'm speaking for myself when I say this. I was talking from the father's point of view.
Right. I was too.
That what I was talking about. And I kept trying to explain it to him. But he, and it wasn't like he was not valid in his opinion. I just wanted him to see my point. That's it.
Yeah, but even if you can consider the space thing, where it happened. Okay. A lot of us nowadays would demand an apology in public out loud. So
I see.
as far as getting to the root of a confrontation, I think that the same process applied.
Mm-hmm. Okay, KJ KJ said, I think, and we also said this earlier too, KJ. I think LeBron should have got at Stephen A and said, yo, man, I need to holler at you. And then hollering should have been in a room with only those two dudes in it. I get it. And it makes sense, KJ. I just think that I rode with LeBron on this because Stephen A did not call LeBron when he went in on his son who didn't play, that really didn't play, the 55 pick, right? He went on a 20 minute rant about how being how bad a father he was. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dude. You couldn't call him or at least tell us that I attempted to call LeBron, but he didn't answer.
I think that I think it's a stretch to say that Stephen A said that he was a bad father. I think that's a stretch. But what I will agree with is he's saying that LeBron is not capable of making the right decision for his son. To me, those are two different things.
All right, explain that one then, because if you telling me I'm not capable of making the right decision, you telling me I'm a bad dad in some point. But go ahead and elaborate, bro.
Well, you can make the assumption that, hey man, he's not making the right decision, or he's not getting good advice about this situation. Doesn't necessarily mean that he thinks he's bad. It just says that he just ain't making the right decision, and he's not really he doesn't really see what he's doing to his son. You know what I'm saying? He's putting his son in a position to fail. Now people can come to the conclusion that makes you a bad parent. They can come to that conclusion, but I don't think that was his case. I think he was just saying, man, you need to hear what I have to say, because I'm looking at it from my 30 years of experience in this field, and I'm telling you, man, that you're not making the right decisions because you're heaping all this whatever on top of your son, and he's not equipped enough to do it. So you're not making good decisions.
Gotcha.
As opposed to, man, that's some sucker move you do. You know your son ain't good, man. And you put him in a position where he could just fail, man, and you don't have the wherewithal. That's bad, man. That's not good. You see the difference?
I think that last example you gave, that's pretty much, he did it in an eloquent way, but he did it just like that, in my opinion.
Mm. That's what I'm saying. You can sway. You can sway either way.
Begging you, I'm pleading with you, LeBron. Please, come on, dog. Stop that, man.
That was embarrassing, man.
Now I'm not turning my back on Stephen A. because he's great at his job. He's a what they used to call a shock jock on the radio. You know what I mean? This is what he does on TV now. This is what he does. He creates things. He creates all of that. You know what I'm saying? And he does. And KJ is right. His job is entertainment. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a problem with that. I don't watch him. I don't watch him anymore because if you like that, like with Skip, I couldn't stand Skip's attitude toward things, but I respected him because he tried to stand 10 toes down because he never backtracked, right? Stephen A will backtrack. He will backtrack. And it's like, come on, dude. You just said this, but then, well, listen, I've had time. I've had this conversation, and we hatched it out, and I wasn't wrong, but I should have handled it another.
That is what LeBron confronting him in public prevented.
Get it. I get it. So Let me ask this question. This last question of the day. And KJ, you give us your opinion about it. In our community, are we teaching our children? I mean, in a nutshell, not if you want to be personal about it, you can. But are we preparing our children to go out here in life as a whole?
I think we're emphasizing positional security to our children.
Okay.
You know, because you know we stress college, we stress gainful employment or whatever, but that's what those are. It's a job. You know, as far as building them, I mean, we dropped the ball to several places. You know, KJ is right. The attempt is being made. You know, but we live in a world of do as I say and not as I do, and that never happens.
Gotcha. Okay. Damon, what you think?
I think that we give our kids the opportunity. We put them in a position to be successful. Is what I'm saying. And that can encompass everything, by simply driving down the street and wearing your damn seatbelt, and having all your identification ready. You know what I'm saying? Getting good grades, because if you don't get great, if you sit in a classroom and you don't get good grades, you're gonna get ignored. You know what I'm saying? Teachers love pretty kids. And what I mean by pretty kids, those that understand the curriculum and good grades. You know what I'm saying? That brings positive attention to you. So if that's what you're espousing to your kids, you damn right you're giving them tools to survive.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's you damn right. That's exactly what it's doing. Now it's up to the kids. It's their choice whether or not they want to accept it and use it as a tool or whatever. It's up to them. But you'd be remiss if you didn't apply it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you didn't apply it to your own offsprings, that doesn't make sense if you don't.
Okay. I think, and this is the thing about it is we try in our own way as parents, right? But it's different ingredients that we need to really sprinkle in there or heavy pour into the situation. One of those things is optimism, because it's easy for us to be discouraged when we're trying to ourselves and our children, we're trying to make our way in life, and somebody gets a luckier break than us, or we're trying to do something we're not quite as successful. You got to be optimistic. You have to be optimistic, like, yo, I'm going to get this. I'm going to take this, because that's that positive energy you're throwing in the earth, right? And then the second thing is a work ethic, a grinder, because you got to think about it. When you grind, when you have a heavy work ethic, right? You don't look for satisfaction consistently after every task. No, you are grinding through, making sure that you are on top of your game, period. You know what I mean? Educate yourself, paying attention to other people. Those are some of the things that if we do that for our children, we give them a chance. My answer to it is, because I know the reason why I even asked this question, pose this question, because a lot of times we'll run into people and say, looking, social media or conversations through people, man, we doing our kids a disservice. And I'll be waiting for them to reinforce their argument. What do you mean? Explain to me what disservice we're giving or not giving. You know what I'm saying? Because I try not to get it confused about my long road to getting where I am and expecting them to get there quicker than me. You know what I'm saying? I did it. You know, like I told my son Keith, I said at 25, I was living in another city in another state, working, right? Doing my thing. At 28, you were born, right? His path was not my path because Keith went overseas, played basketball, the whole nine. So getting blessed to play professional sports, you are still socially handicapped because things are still being taken care for you. You're playing a game, you're still getting cared for, right? You got to be on top of your money, but the point is, I didn't get that opportunity as much as I wanted it. So what did I have to do? I had to inject myself into work. So me personally, I can always say I got a lot more that I want to teach my children. But and my point in a nutshell, if we're teaching our kids to be optimistic and to grind things out, that is giving them a foundation to do the other things.
It does, but it doesn't complete the circle of them.
Of course. You're right. You're absolutely right. You know, I think as parents, and our parents did it for us, they gave us foundation to build our own houses. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful to that.
You know what, one of the main questions I've always asked my kids, man, as they were growing up. I would ask them when they were getting off in different things like STEM and all these different things. I would ask them, is that what you want to do? Do you see yourself in that? If you don't see yourself in it, you just doing it because of the money, or you just doing it because everybody else is, or whatever. But if you don't see yourself in it, then how difficult of a journey is going to be? You know what I'm saying? What is it that you're interested in? You know, and I've always gave examples like, you know, everybody wants to fit in and all those things, but they want to fit in and all these different things and earn the money, whatever. But the people who are admired most is the people that took the roads less traveled, the people that made the world accept them for who they are. You know what I'm saying? Look at Shakespeare. You know what I'm saying? Look at Galileo laying up under the tree and damn apple fell and he figured out the gravity. You know what I'm saying? Where was a lane like that before he invented it? You feel what I'm saying? Is there something that you admire about yourself that you want to max out and see if you can be successful at? Then that's your thing. That's your lane, and you're bringing something new to the table because we all, you know, we have the same experiences, but we are not the same. Hey. You can bring something new to the table, but if you can tap into that, then you might be that something that everybody looks at and say, "Man, I wonder how he did that. I admire that shit."
Hey, Damon. What was that quote that Sir Isaac Newton said?
Hey, look, I was gonna let it rock out because it was a great point. It was a great point.
Yeah.
But you know, it was a great point.
Oh, you mean the part where he sat up under the tree and the apple hit him in the head? He said, "I'm wondering why that damn apple fell to the ground instead of floating up. Let me do the mathematics on this."
Said, matter of fact, Jaquari and Keith, fuck y'all. Let's move on.
Yeah. Fuck off, nigger.
I was gonna let him live, but because it was a great point. Look, other than that,
it could have shot by if you know.
Well, I'm confused. Y'all gonna have to put me down on what y'all saying.
Sir Isaac Newton is the one who discovered gravity, bro.
Huh?
Sir Isaac Newton is the one who discovered gravity.
What? Who I say? Galileo?
Yeah.
Well, hell, he invented something too.
He was responsible for something.
God damn it!
Damn it!
Hey, what you used to say to me all the time, spoke hamburger, cheeseburger, motherfucker. You understood what I was saying?
Oh yeah. It's in Spanish. Hamburguesa con queso.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it is. But last question. No, not a question. We're gonna do this after every show from now on. And I'm putting you on the spot today.
Oh, shit.
But and KJ, if you want to chime in, you can too. Strong perspective quotes of the day. I'm asking you to and myself to leave this episode, whatever it is, with a quote. So
okay,
I'm going. So you ready? Okay.
Yeah.
We with it.
I got shit story, bro. If the words that I say quench your thirst, then drink of them freely.
Okay.
And thank me later.
Okay.
How about that?
Damon, you got one?
How the hell are you in my business and I'm underground? God damn it!
Okay.
I operate underground. How the hell you in my business?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mine is if you got a taste for oranges and somebody give you apples, it's still fruit. I'm gonna let that marinate just for a minute.
Well, you got the vitamin A and you got the vitamin C, and
fruit is fruit.
One is the fiber, and the other one is
Hey, Fluke. Hey, Fluke. Yeah, man. That was pretty. That was real.
Think about it. Think about it. If you let it marinate, you let it marinate, because a lot of times you don't get. If I gotta explain it, a lot of times you don't get what you want.
Hey, you should have followed up with let that sink in, son.
Look. A lot of times you don't get what you want, but you'll get close to what you want, and you have to step on the opportunity. You see what I'm saying? It ain't got to be that deep, but what it is it's practical.
Absolutely, it is.
That's all. And like I said, I put us all on the spot. But I meant to tell you that earlier today, so it can marinate. KJ got one. Don't stop moving. Do not stop moving until you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
That's real. Pushing it forward. You know what I mean? Listen, I let Big Bill get on here and rock out. Go ahead, Jaquar. You said you were going to say something.
I'm sorry. I got another one. Crawl until you can walk, but don't tell nobody. Because when you need to, you're going to have to get up and run at some point.
Okay. That's a good one.
Does that fit?
It fits. It fits. Right. You got one, Damon?
No, man, not unless I steal some shit. Like, if you don't know, now you know.
No, I mean, look, it is what it is, man. Look, to be a master of something, you have to master something.
Words, and more words.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, well, look. Great show tonight, man. I let Bill rock out. I don't agree entirely with what Bill was saying. I think, and I've told Bill this so I can say it now since he's not here. I think that he has a personal problem with LeBron for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but it is what it is. I've told him many times, hey, man, I don't believe in the GOAT. But when you say something, if I don't agree, I'm going to tell you. You know what I mean? So, but he did a great job in presenting his point. Damon, Ja'Quari, as always, you did great, man. Wonderful job. Cousin Eric, KJ, much love to y'all. Sister-in-law, great job. Great questions. You inspired me. And anything you have to say before we leave here?
God damn. Fellas, once again, it has been a wonderful show. I appreciate the opportunity to be on screen with you once again. I look forward to the next time.
No doubt. This is a strong perspective. You're going to go after this, Damon. The Strong Perspective Podcast. Please go like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel. Build our numbers up. Understand and share with other folks and let them know what we do every Friday at 7:30. We promote conversation. We do all these different things. You know what I'm saying? Some days we might be talking about something you don't have your cup of tea, but tune in because one day we're going to be talking about something that's right up your alley and you're going to get full because that's the whole point. We're trying to make you full. Damon.
Appreciate y'all brothers, man. These one of those rare times where a brother feel comfortable, be himself, ain't got to prove shit, but just be himself, man. And I appreciate y'all providing this platform for me, man. Real talk.
No doubt.
Because your boy was low. I'm like, man, if it ain't, I was singing this song. If it ain't one thing, it's another. while I'm soaking up water and mopping floors, I'm like, Lord, man. And what our dad tell us, don't ever ask what's next.
Because it's going to show up. It's coming.
You want to know what's next? Here it is.
Look, here you go. Here you go.
Ever ask that.
What's next and why me? Why not you, motherfucker?
Keys spoke. Can it get any worse than this? Yes.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, it can.
Yeah.
It surely can.
Yes,
Here we go.
Yeah.
Lord, yeah. I try to put that thought out of my head. I'm not trying to bring no bad energy my way.
So, tell you something. My last thought. What I've understood, and it has worked for me, it's easy for me to think of something that's going to bring on anxiety for me. Understand? Because I think all the time. But what I learned, and just from, I think a pastor said it, replace that anxiety with a solution. Replace that anxiety with a solution. I'm going to tell you the third time. Replace that anxiety with a solution. The anxiety and the problem is not going to go away, but guess what you're doing? You're leaning toward getting it solved. Can I get an amen?
Plenty of them.
Yay, man.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, look, we back here next week, man. Great job as usual, guys. Go like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel. We'll see y'all next week. You guys have a great weekend.
Peace.
Peace.